Hi and welcome to today's video. As you would know, I do a lot of travel art. I do a lot of sketching in plein air and I also like urban sketching. So I'm always looking for solutions of art supplies to carry along. So today I have found one such thing which I'm going to unbox and see if it works. So this is what I found recently. So I have found this Mont Marte paint cups. So these are very interesting. It comes in a set of 4. So these are plastic cups and they come with a lid. And as you can see in the image, it shows that with the lid I can still put the brush through, and it's very lightweight. So normally what I do is I carry either like a foldable cup by Faber-Castell, which I just open it out and then I pour water and then I can just throw the water out. Or I carry these glass bottles. So glass bottles in the studio are really easy to use, but when I'm traveling it is a little bit tricky because if my bag falls or if it topples and the glass breaks, that fear is always there, which is why I think this would be a good solution, also because it has the lid. So join me today, we'll unbox this, we'll figure out if this works well, and we'll also use this and review if this is a perfect solution for travel art. Alright, so now it's time to unbox these paint cups and see how they are. So this scissor here. And it says over here that it's for ages 3+. I really like the colors on the caps over here. I think it's so cute to have this. So each cap opens out like this, which is pretty good. So you can even put the lid on and then put your brush through this. So let me open these out. The size of the cups is quite good. It's almost a little bigger than my palm, which is good, and the material is pretty sturdy. So only if I put like a lot of pressure you can see that it bends, otherwise it doesn't. So once you put water it will hold it. So a lot of times when we use our regular paper cups or other plastic cups, it becomes really hard to carry it for a long time, and if you put a little bit water it will spill out or it will come through, and it's very hard to paint with them. So this is a good one. So this is how you use it. You just twist it around and it's perfectly intact. I'll fill water inside this and see if it spills out, and the lid opens out like this. So I don't know if you should put water and then carry it along, but I think that might not be a very good solution for this, but this way it's good. I'm also going to make like a small painting along with it, along with these cups in the side, and see how it is to use them. Alright, so let's fill some water right now, and then we'll close these cups. And then we'll make a little painting, and we'll use 1 cup for clean water, 1 for muddy water. I'll probably fill all 4. 1 you can use for cool colors, 1 for warm colors. But when I'm traveling, my plan is to take 2 along with me. So I've filled my cups with water. I normally don't fill it till the brim. I have it like 3/4 all the time because it's much easier to use it in that case. So I just hope the water doesn't spill now when I try to turn it. Let's try out the first one. So it's intact. So this here is not very strong, so I think it will spill out. So I'm going to be like super careful when I try that. Or maybe it's just that one lid which is not very tight. Yeah, I think so. It's this one lid which is not very tight, unfortunately, in my set. Oh, it is tight. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to press on it. So let's try the turn test. Oops, it does spill. So do not carry it along with water filled in it. I think it's perfect for use otherwise, but the water is spilling through. Let me try it one more time. Yes, it does spill. So it is not spill proof. I'm glad I tried it out, otherwise it would be hard to carry it along with you when you're going out for painting and then you realize that all the water has spilled out. So that's perfectly fine. Carry a small bottle of water along with you and then fill these cups. So I'm going to just clean this table out and then we'll make a quick painting and see how to use these cups with the hole inside the cap over here, which is almost like a brush holder. I cleaned out my table and now let's close all the lids. This is going to be a really good solution for kids as well at home, because sometimes when you use a brush and you have an open cup like this, you would just tend to move the brush really fast like this and you would spill water outside. So if you have like a small surface like this to clean your brush, then it's much easier. You don't spill a lot of water outside. So I think if you're going to get something for kids, this is a perfect solution for it. So let's get started with the painting. So I've got my tiny travel kit over here, which is the Currents palette from Primer Watercolors, and I'm going to just paint a cute beach scene. So I've got a few brushes over here. Let's open out these. You can also use it without the lid, but I want to try it today with the lid and see how it is. If you're in your home studio, then obviously you can use it without the lid, but when you're traveling, I think it would be a good idea to use it with the cap. So let's try and make something. I'll also draw probably the horizon line. And the waves over here. We'll use some clouds. We'll just do a very basic, quick painting. So when I put the brush through this, it's quite good. It doesn't get stuck over there, so I like it. So far I think it's a good use. Let's try another darker color now on top of this. So the quantity of water that this holds is good, which is why the water does not get very muddy soon. So why I normally use 2 bottles of water whenever I'm painting is one is for making sure the brush is extremely clean, and one is for washing off the muddy brush. So if you use both, then both the water becomes dirty, and then when you're painting, you don't get a very clean color. So it becomes very difficult for you to paint. So I don't like that. I like to have a very clean water set with me. I don't want my colors in the painting also to become muddy, unless it's a style that I am purposely trying to create. I love this palette. It's very pretty. The colors are so bright and happy. I love the beach, so this is one of my favorite palettes. We'll add a little bit of green into this. This palette does not have a yellow ochre, so I'm going to grab another palette to put that. So I've got this woodland palette to do this. So this is not exactly yellow ochre, but I like this color. It gives a very nice sandy effect. So I'm quite used to using cups which don't have a lid. So I was a little worried in the beginning, thinking if it would be very restrictive when I'm using my brush. Would I feel that it's not very comfortable? But I have absolutely no issues at all. So I think in fact this is even more comfortable than using your regular one. I'm going to now use this grey from here for creating some clouds. I got a lot of brushes out, but I ended up using only one brush to create everything. This is a nice mop brush that I'm using. And my water didn't get very muddy. I didn't need to use all of them today, but I think it's really nice that way. So even if I take, like for example, a really dark color, taking a redwood over here, and if I feel that I don't need it for my painting, and if I just dip it over here, you can see that the color does not become too muddy, and it's very easy for me to clean out my brush. Another very interesting thing about this is it has a brush holder. So when I'm not painting, I can just keep my brushes over here. So this is a very good feature. I really liked these cups. I think it's going to become one of my staples for carrying for my outside paintings when I'm going for urban sketching or plein air painting. This is an absolute must to have. Whether you are a beginner or even if you're in professional level or intermediate, I think this is a perfect buy. So especially for kids, I think it will be absolutely perfect. Your table is not going to get messy, your water is not going to fall out too much. So a big thumbs up from my side for this particular accessory for your painting. I hope this video was useful for you, and I will see you soon for the next one. Bye bye.